There he is. Coach McClellan's in the house. How we doing, Coach?
Good. How are you?
I don't know if they can hear you off this thing, but the girls are getting their home opener set. The JV team did not play tonight. The Westhill team did not make it for the JV game. So
freshman game, then a break, and then the varsity game.
Cool. So we're looking forward to this. We're about a couple minutes away. So we're looking forward to your boys tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm jealous. This is their home opener, but not their actual opener.
That's right.
So they're 3 games in, and we still haven't played one yet. So we're jealous. Yeah, and they're looking good already.
Oh, that's right. They played Laurelton Hall at home already. Yeah, that's right. So my mistake. 2-0.
So you're a home opener.
That's right. My home. I was here for the other game, but we didn't broadcast. So they look great against NFA,
yep.
And we'll see how they look tonight against the Westhill Vikings. So. We're figuring this out as we go along.
Off to a great start, and it's vacation time, so that's always a little bit of a wild card for the kids, so we'll see how it goes.
Good stuff. Well, I hope that went through on this thing. We'll figure it out later. We'll see you later, Coach. Thanks. All right, so we're going to put the court back on the court. Still have warm-ups going on out here. It's going to be more of an audio experience tonight, folks, not a video experience. So, all right, we're going to have to hope that it's going through. Hopefully some people check in with us out there in the world to let us know we're doing okay here. Yeah, Sarah Katz checking in. Hey, Sarah, the video is going to be choppy. It's an audio experience tonight anyway, so the video is going to be, we're just going to turn it off once the game gets started anyway. So thanks for checking in. I appreciate that because I need to hear how we're doing. But as long as the audio is good, that's what we care about here. So, all right, we're going to wing this, folks. We're doing an audio call from the Ridgefield gym tonight. Westhill Vikings are in town. Ridgefield Tigers hosting. And I think I'm going to move up out of the way here because we're going to get a little crowd here. Here we go. We got Dylan Valletta in the house. What's up, D? Sean Sosa. Good. How you doing, sir? We're on the air, boys. Say hi to the fans. You guys have your home opener tomorrow night, yeah? All right, we're looking forward to seeing you guys out there for sure. Good luck. It's always a good day when Sosa and Valletta are in the house.
Welcome to Ridgefield High School for tonight's basketball game between the Vikings of Westhill High School and our own Ridgefield Tigers. Tonight's contest being played in accordance with the National Federation of High Schools and CIAC rules and regulations. The officials. At this time, we'd like to announce the starting lineups. First, for the Westhill Vikings, at guard, number 1, junior Jane Bautista. At guard, number 2, sophomore Kayla Meek. At center, number 10, senior Audra Hansen. At forward, number 11, sophomore Brianna Cepeda. And at forward, number 14, senior Olivia Conti. The Vikings entered the game with a record of 2-0, coached by Mike Mariglio and assisted by Keenan DeRosa. And now for your Ridgefield Tigers. At guard, number 34, sophomore Anna Gillen. At guard, number 1, junior Maya Rubio. At guard, number 2, captain junior Kaya Weisskopf. At forward, number 5, senior Kara Schiff. And at guard, number 12, senior captain Stefan Moroni. The Tigers enter the game with a record of 2-0, and are coached by Rod Coloni and assisted by Sean Brosco and Ken Seegers. The national anthem is played before sporting events nationwide. People around our nation come together during these times to show pride in our country and to show respect for those who have sacrificed for our freedom and our valued way of life. Please rise, remove your hats, and be respectful during the playing of our national anthem.
All right, Tiger fans, we're going to get underway here. Sarah, to answer your question, no, there is no video component tonight. They are not streaming the game. It's just me. So I'll try to do the best I can here. We're going to get it going. We're going to put the video away, and we're just going to go audio from here on out. So enjoy the game.
And following CIAC COVID guidance, as such, we ask that all spectators and athletes wear masks at all times. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the game.
All right, if you heard the court announcer for the Westhill Vikings, it's going to be number 1, Jane Batista, number 2, Kayla Meek, number 10, Audrey Hansen, number 11, Brianna Cepeda, and number 14, Olivia Conti. For the Tigers, they're going to come out with Maya Rubio, number 1, Anna Gillen, number 34, Kaya Weiskopf, number 2, Kara Sheaf, number 5, and Siobhan Maroney, I believe she's 34. I can't see her number right yet. Tigers in their home white going from our left to right. They win the tip. Rubio puts it on the ground, gets in deep with her dribble. Maroney's going to let a 3 go right out of the gate and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. So Siobhan Maroney on the assist from Rubio gets a 3 to start the game off. Tigers in their diamond and 1 press, trying to push the ball up the right-hand side. The Vikings are upset. Maroney's on the ground fighting for it. Sheaf controls at half court, and Rubio backs it up with her dribble on the right-hand side of the court. Looks like Westhill comes out in the 2-3 zone. Ridgefield drives to the right. Another 3 from the corner. This time that's Kaya Weiskopf with the 3, and the Tigers up to a quick 6-0 lead. The diamond and 1 press back on here. They break it to Batista in the middle, but it's stolen by Rubio up off the glass, no good. And Rubio gets it back. She's on the ground, dishes it out to Maroney, number 12. Cross-court skip pass all the way across, and now gets thrown out of bounds. So they found Gillen on the wing. She tried to feed Sheaf down low, and the ball went out of bounds off Sheaf's hands. It's going to be Westhill ball and a quick timeout from the Westhill coach. So Coach Mariglio doesn't like what he sees, gets a quick timeout here. It's a full timeout. Tigers up 6-0. 2 3-pointers to start the game for the Tigers. They come out shooting hot, 2 from 3, and the press just turns the ball over twice. Westhill has not gotten the ball across half court yet. So the coach calls a quick timeout to try to gather the troops and get it going again. We have 3 officials here doing the game for us in Tiger Stadium. Fans from both teams are here, and we're off to a fast start already for the Tigers. So not what the Westhill Vikings wanted to see, a Tiger team that's very aggressive on the defensive end and shooting threes and making threes. All right, there's the first horn. Tigers are getting ready to come out. They can't wait to get back into this game. Let's see what happens with the Vikings once they get back on the court here. Ball's going to be inbounded in the Vikings' back court. Tigers still have their starting five in. Rubio, Weiskopf, Gillen, Maroney, Sheaf in the game for the Tigers. Ball's on the baseline. Comes into Batista. Batista, couple of dribbles and is mauled again. This time, Weiskopf comes out with it. She pulls it up off the wing into the corner. Rubio drives baseline, gets to the block. A nice little spin dribble up off the glass, no good. Sheaf with a great rebound, puts it back up, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Gillen's down low, fighting with three Vikings. And we're going to have a reach. So the Vikings get called for the reach. It's going to be called on Meek, number 2, the team's first foul, her first. Westhill stays in their 2-3 zone on the inbounds. It's Maroney underneath, flips it out to Gillen on the wing in front of the Westhill bench. Couple of dribbles up top to Rubio. It's a passive zone. No one's even coming out to guard. And there's Westhill gets a hand on the ball, knocks it to the backcourt, but Gillen recovers. Little pass fake to the left on Rubio on the slot. Kicks it to the corner. Weiskopf another 3. This one's no good off the rim, but Maroney controls quickly up to Gillen. Weiskopf decides to put her head down, dribble downhill, and it goes off her foot and out of bounds. So turnover by the Tigers. Westhill is going to inbounds under their own basket. They get it up to half court. Hansen controls, and they get it up to Conti. Conti dribbling in front of the Ridgefield bench. Hansen back up to Cepeda. Cepeda down low to Conti. They swing it all the way back up to Batista, guarded by Rubio. They get a switch on the ball. Now Rubio is covering Hansen. Sheaf got switched to Batista, and we're going to have a quick foul called on Ridgefield. So they got Gillen on the push. That's her first, team's first. Ball's coming in front of the Ridgefield bench. Nice pass inside, but Rubio gets a hand on it and knocks it out of bounds. It's going to remain Westhill ball. They got a baseline out of bounds under the Tigers' basket. Cepeda gets the ball, throws it up top, controlled by Conti. Quickly flips it up, and Batista controls in the slot. Left side of the court, goes to the right hand, covered by Rubio. Sheaf's got Hansen on the wing. Conti covered by Gillen, puts it on the ground. Gillen repels the drive. Back up to Batista. Rubio all over her up the top of the key, pestering her, and they get a hand on the ball. Gillen knocks it loose, but the Westhill Vikings recover. Tigers very aggressive in their defense. In front of the Tigers, that's a hard screen by Meek. Caught Rubio off guard, knocked her to the ground. And another timeout now called by Westhill. He's going to get a 30 now. Coach Mariglio wants another timeout, so it's a 30-second timeout. Westhill's done a nice job to get the ball into their offensive side of the court, just can't get anything happening. Ridgefield very aggressive in the gaps, getting a lot of touches on those passes, and Westhill's got to get organized on their offense now. Hey, if you're listening, hit me up on a text. Let me know. All right, timeout's about up, and they're coming back out onto the floor. All right, same floor. Both teams have their starters in still. Ball's going to be inbounded in front of the scorer's table. Cepeda finds a cutting Hansen. Set play off the sideline, lob pass to Hansen going down the middle, and she gets fouled on the shot attempt, so she's going to the line. 2 shots. They assess that foul to Kara Sheaf, her first, the team's second. Couple of dribbles from Hansen, the ball's up off the front of the rim and no good. First one's no good, this one's going to be live. Viking shooting to our left. Second shot up from Hansen, and that one's off the back of the rim, no good. Ball's tipped around a little bit. Weiskopf controls, pushes it down the left side, tries to pass it up ahead of Rubio in the far corner, and that ball goes out of bounds. So a turnover again by the Tigers. Westhill inbounds under their own basket, and the press is on quickly by the Tigers. Couple of dribbles from Batista. They find Hansen in the middle of the court. They break the press to Meek. Meek gets it back to Batista, And Batista's going to let a three go from the top of the key off the front of the rim, no good. A nice open look for Batista. In the corner to Meek. Meek back up to Batista on the left-hand side. Couple of dribbles into the lane. Maroney all over that ball. Gets a hand on it and forces a turnover. Gillen's got a couple of dribbles. Gets it up to Maroney, who cuts to the basket and gets blocked underneath, but Ridgefield controls by Kara Sheaf. Rubio's going to let one go from the top of the key. Back of the rim, no good from three. Sheaf gets another rebound on the ground. Turns it over to Batista. Batista trying to get the break on, but the Tigers are back. And Batista pulls it out. Met by Rubio at the top of the key. Batista gets all the way inside. Off the glass, no good. And that's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rubio. So Vikings ball underneath. That was a good attempt by Batista. We're going to have a sub here for the Tigers. Andrea Paz, number 32, in for Maya Rubio. So Rubio's out, Paz is in. Ball's inbounded to Hansen. Gets it back to Cepeda. Cepeda dribbling with Maroney all over her. Maroney gets her to pick it up. Batista's in big trouble. Gets it out to Hansen on the wing. Hansen finds inside. Nice cut by Meek, but Meek is blocked by Maroney. Big block by Maroney, but Westhill recovers. Batista's got the ball on the wing, throws it over to Meek. We're going to have a tip ball, no back court, and Paz chases it down in the front court now for the Tigers. Nice drive in by Maroney. A good shot fake by Paz. Drives to the lane, gets a shot off in the lane, no good. Maroney tips it around. Westhill gets a hand on the ball, knocks it out of bounds under the Tigers' baskets, under their own basket. So the Tigers are going to take it in under the Westhill basket. Kate Dowd has come in for Kara Sheaf. So 43 Kate Dowd in the game, along with Paz, Gillen, Maroney, and Weiskopf. Oh, a nice inbounds play right to Kate Dowd, who got position on the block in front of Cepeda and scores the bucket. 8-0 Tigers. Gillen, a little too aggressive in the backcourt defense, gets called for the push foul. That's going to be 2 on Gillen now. So Gillen's got 2, the team's got 3. 8-0 Tigers, 3:49 left to go here in the first. Westhill's going to inbound in the backcourt. Tigers take the pressure off. We're going to meet them at half court. Harley Zinn's in the game, number 11. She's covering the ball. Batista's got it. Zinn's all over. Gets her to pick it up in front of the bench. Paz gets a hand on it. Knocks it off of Meek's leg. So Ridgefield's pressure at the half court is effective and gets the ball to turn over in front of the Ridgefield bench. Paz inbounds. Weiskopf has it across the logo. Westhill still in their 2-3 zone. Ball's on the wing. They flip it up to Maroney. Gets it to the left wing. Weiskopf's got it. Meek all over her. Meek a little too aggressive. Gets her with the hand. So Weiskopf gets fouled by Meek. That's going to be her first, team second. I'm sorry, that's Meek's second, team second for Westhill. So Weiskopf will inbounds in front of the Westhill bench. Maroney's waiting in the backcourt for the ball. We have a substitution. Kate Teleska, number 25, in for the Westhill Vikings. Ball's in the corner, quick trigger 3, and that one's good. So Harley Zinn's on the inbounds play, catch and shoot out of the corner, and she's good from 3. It's 11-0 Tigers, 3:14 left to go here in the first. Ball's inbounded to Batista. She finds Hansen in the middle, who gets it back to Cepeda. Cepeda met by Zinn's, giving her trouble, but Batista clears the top of the key. Maroney gets a hand on it, and Conti knocks it out of bounds into the Ridgefield bench. So it's going to be Ridgefield ball inbounding in front of their bench. Ball's inbounded. Weiskopf's going to bring it across half court. She's got Maroney on her left. Dowd flashes up to the top of the key. They're going to run a set play here for Maroney. Ball gets to Maroney. Dribbles into the top of the key. Foul line, finds Paz on the wing. Paz a couple of dribbles up, gets it back to Weiskopf. Weiskopf in the left slot. They're going to get it for a travel. A little indecisive. Didn't put the ball down fast enough and dragged that foot, and she's going to get called for a travel. So turnover by the Tigers. Number 3 if we're keeping track. Cepeda inbounds. And it's going to be Batista walking it across, met by Zinn's at half court. Westhill trying to run a set play of their own. Hansen with a nice screen, gets the ball on the roll, and a 3's put up by Cepeda, no good off the front of the rim. And Paz controls, outlets to Maroney on the left-hand side, who gets the ball all the way to the right-hand side of the court. Maroney, that ball's turned over in the middle of the court. Weiskopf turned it over. Maroney gets back, forces a bad shot by Batista, and we have Zinn's pushing the ball up the floor, finds a racing Kate Dowd down the middle, and Kate Dowd with a beautiful shot. Caught it on the run, laid it off the glass for the bucket, so Kate Dowd gets a really pretty bucket in transition. Maroney just makes him turn it over again. Dowd hands it back to Maroney. It's a frantic pace here at the Tigers gym. Up to Harley Zinn's on the wing. Maroney flips it over to Paz. Paz into the deep corner. Weisskopf going to let a 3 go off the back of the rim. Dowd gets a hand on it, but Westhill controls. So Teleska gets the rebound for the Vikings. Ball's on the wing now. Cepeda has it on the left wing. Flips it over. Conti back to Batista. Batista with a drive. Little hesitation. Dribble. Flips it up and is going to get fouled on the shot by Harley Zins. So Batista's going to line to shoot 2. Zins picks up her first. Team's 4th. Ridgefield floor right now. Weisskopf, Maroney, Zins, Paz, and Dowd on the floor right now for the Tigers. Batista shooting 2. First one up and no good for Batista. All right, Ridgefield's doing a big substitution. We'll set the floor for you right now. For the Vikings, it's number 1 Batista, 11 Cepeda, 14 Conti, number 10 Hansen, and 25 Teleska in the game. Second shot up, and that one rattles off the rim and good. So the Vikings are on the board, 13-1 Tigers, 1:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Rubio's going to dribble. Vikings try to trap and then take it off. Rubio gets all the way into the paint and then gets bumped on the way in. I think they're going to get 25 Teleska on the bump. They do. 25 Teleska with her first, team's 3rd. Tigers are going to inbound. Elizabeth Bonacore will inbound. We have Rubio, McGarity, Sheaf, and Paz rounding out the Tigers. Batista's out. Batista's out and Diorta is in. Number 4, Diorta in for the Vikings. Paz on the right slot, swings it over to the left slot to Rubio. Rubio turns it over. An aggressive steal by Cepeda. And then she carries. Turnover by the Vikings. Kara Sheaf did a great job to get in front of a driving Cepeda, and she turned it over. 1:10 left here to go in the first quarter. 13-1 Tigers. Sheaf inbounds. Rubio's going to walk it across the logo. She has Paz to her left wing. Sheaf on her right wing. 2-3 zone still by the Vikings. Flips it back up top to Sheaf. Sheaf to the right wing to Bonacore. Finds a cutting Paz in the middle, and you could hear the foul. We're going to have the ball on the side of the court here. I think Teleska got her again. So Teleska with a foul on the pass. That's going to be her second, the team's 4th. Bonacore will inbound. And we have Paz going to the backcourt. So the inbound to Paz. Paz flips it over to the left side to Rubio. Rubio looking for a cutting Sheaf. Sheaf on the right slot. Bonacore on the left wing looking for help. Puts it on the ground. Nice little jump stop. Jumper no good off the back of the rim, but Sheaf controls the rebound, flips it back up top to Rubio. Quick reversal to the left to Bonacore. Shot fake, dribble, shot, rim, no good. Ball's on the ground, and McGarity comes away with it, and now they're tied up. So McGarity does a nice job tying up with Diorta, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow is in the Vikings' favor. So Vikings ball here. 29.8 seconds left in the 13-1 game, first quarter. Ball's inbounded. Diorta's got it in the corner. Throws it back to Teleska, but Teleska did not reestablish inbounds and is called out of bounds on the baseline. Turnover. Tigers take over under the Westhill basket. Rubio's going to inbounds. We're going to have Kate Dowd coming back in, taking Kara Sheaf out. So Kate Dowd's in the game. Rubio's going to inbound under the basket. Bonacore comes flying through the lane. Can't get it to her. They get it into McGarity, who shoots down the lane. What a nice pass by Rubio. McGarity with a catch and shoot off the backboard, and that one's good. 15-1 Tigers on the 2-pointer by McGarity. Diorta brings it across half court. Rubio's on it, controlling the pace here. Rubio does a great job getting through a screen by Cepeda. Now the ball's dead, and Rubio rips it out of her hands, and we're going to have a jump ball. So Rubio hasn't seen a ball she hasn't tried to get her hands on this court. She's all over these Vikings right now, and she does a great job of tying up. Who was that? I think that was Diorta she tied up. So we're down to 7 seconds here. 5 on the clock. We're going to get Bonacore on the wing. Vikings do a nice job of trapping that ball, and the Tigers cannot get a shot off. So the Vikings do a good job of not letting the Tigers get a shot off there to end the quarter, but it's 15-1 after 1. Each team has 4 fouls. Kate Dowd has 4 points for the Tigers. Just trying to get the board here. All right, so a pretty exciting and frantic first quarter by the Tigers. Defense leads the way again as usual, but some really sharp three-point shooting to start things off. Gave them a 6-point lead, 6-0 on 2 threes, and then they just grinded it out to a 15-1 lead. A couple of buckets in transition. Kate Dowd with a nice bucket in transition. Mia McGarity had a nice bucket off a baseline out of bounds play, as did Kate Dowd as well. So the Vikings looking for some answers here. Coach Sermiglio will try to figure it out, and let's see if they come out in the 2-3 zone or if they mix it up here in the second quarter. The Tigers shot right over the zone, and we're still able to find some seams in that zone to get a couple of buckets in. 4 fouls apiece for each team. And here come the Tigers. They're looking ready to go here in the second quarter. Maya Rubio with just some great ball pressure all over these ball handlers, just pestering them, keeping it clean. No fouls for her, and she has been really hawking these balls here on the Westhill Vikings. So Teleska's going to inbounds at half court right in front of the announcer, across from the scorer's table. He's going to pass it to the backcourt. Batista has it. Rubio's meeting her at the logo. Batista gets it across half court. Rubio's lining her up, forcing it to the left side, little spin dribble. Can't find anyone to pass it to. All she sees is Rubio. Nice give and go up to Hansen. Back to Batista, who flips it over. Diorta's got it, flips it back over to Batista. Batista in front of the bench. Great job by Gillen getting off the screen, forcing the turnover. Rubio takes it in and misses the layup. She got a little too deep under the basket and flipped it up and missed. Knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. It's going to be Ridgefield ball. Rubio's going to inbounds. Maroney's sitting in the far corner to our left, Rubio's right. Gets Gillen on the block. Sorry, on the elbow, and then Gillen drives and gets it off the glass and no good. Sheaf with a little shove underneath. Refs didn't see that on number 10, Hansen. Batista backs up. She's got Rubio just tracking her again. And now Weisskopf is on the ball. Teleska holds it above her head, and Weisskopf attacks. So Weisskopf and Rubio teaming up to cover the guards here. Rubio's doing a great job not getting screened off the ball. Weisskopf upsets the ball. Conti drops it and picks it back up. 2 claps from Batista, calls for it, gets it, puts it on the ground, tries to feed it inside to Conti, no good. And Rubio comes away with a steal. Ball's in Maroney's hands now, walking it across half court, across the logo, finds, Weisskopf with a nice 3 out of the corner, no good. Sheaf with a great rebound, flips it over to Gillen, who gets it over to Weisskopf. Weisskopf lays it in with the left hand, and she's good. 17-1 Tigers, right into their pressure. Gillen's got her on the sideline. She picks up her dribble. Ball's coming to the middle of the court, throws it right to Rubio, and she's not going to miss. Oh, she does miss that one. Maroney gets the rebound and gets knocked down. No call. She's looking at the referee. I think the whole place expected a call. Thrown into the backcourt wildly. Sheaf tracks it down but can't hold on. So Rubio has missed 2 layups that are really unusual for her to miss. And I thought that one was in. I'm sitting right here. She had her time. She lined it up, and it just missed off the glass. Just didn't get it where she wanted. No big deal. She'll get that back. So Rubio checks out. She's going to take a break. Coach Galoni talking to her. Those are 2 great looks by Rubio, and you want those all day for her. So Paz in the game, covering up on Batista. The Vikings trying to get it inbounds. Sheaf gets a hand on it, but Hansen controls for the Vikings. Hansen looking for some help. Goes to the ground to the right hand. Conti flips it up off the elbow, no good, and gets her own rebound. Gillen's there to meet her on the drive. She tries to go for a reverse, and they're going to call Maroney on the foul on the reverse. So Maroney bails her out with a foul underneath. She's trying to go for the reverse. She's going to shoot 2. So Conti at the line shooting 2. First one up, rattles in and out for Conti. Substitution, Teleska is out. And Meek is back in. Number 2, Meek back in. Teleska hits the bench for the Vikings. Second shot is up and bottom of the net. So Conti's good on her second. Makes it 17-2 here, Tigers. Weisskopf inbounds to Gillen. Gillen dribbles across half court, flips it to the left-hand side and finds Maroney, who gets downhill. Beautiful pass inside to Sheaf. Sheaf back to Maroney, who gets blocked, hits the ground and kicks it out to Gillen. Gillen shoots it, but they're going to have it on the ground. So Gillen gets fouled, but they're going to call it on the ground. No shot. So Ridgefield's going to inbounds underneath the Vikings basket with Gillen getting fouled on the ground before the shot. They assess that one to Meek. That's her 3rd, so they have to be careful that Meek's got 3 already. Bounce pass into Paz. Paz can't control it. So they got Paz in the paint and just couldn't get through the Vikings pressure and turns it over. So Teleska back in the game for Meek with a 3 foul. She has to come out and Teleska's back in the game. Cepeda's going to inbound, throws it all the way to half court, finds Hansen, who does a nice job to find a Conti on the wing in front of the Ridgefield bench. Now Batista's got the dribble and she's being pestered by Gillen. Gillen gets her to turn it over, but then knocked out of bounds by Anna Gillen. So it's going to be Westhill taking it up baseline near the Ridgefield bench under Ridgefield's basket. Cepeda's going to inbounds. They're looking to get it to Hansen. They get it to Hansen in deep, does a nice job, and then looks like Sheaf rips the ball out of her hands, but it's going to be off Sheaf, so it's going to remain Vikings ball. And another 30, quick 30 by Sermiglio. So that's the third timeout taken here by Westhill. 3 timeouts here, and he's taking a 30. So a little break in the action here, a little game reset at 17-2 Tigers, 5 fouls apiece for each team. We're about midway through the second quarter, and Coach Sermiglio wants another timeout, and he gets it. So he's used up 2 30s and a full so far. This pace that the Tigers are setting here seems to be upsetting the Vikings' flow. 5:34 left to go in the half, and it's going to be Vikings ball under the Tigers' basket. Cepeda's going to inbounds. She's got Hansen right in front of her, Teleska behind her, with Batista on the other side, and Conti. Flips it way up top to Batista, covered by Paz in front of the Ridgefield bench. Paz has her on the sideline, hands her off to Maroney. Back up top, Gillen guards the ball, and they're going to get Sheaf on a pass into Hansen. Sheaf a little too aggressive and hits into Hansen. They're going to call Sheaf on the foul. So now that's two on Kara Sheaf, 6 on the Tigers. So the Tigers have 16 fouls right now. Oh, they get Hansen on a great cut to the basket, but can't find her, and Sheaf steals it. She was open if that ball was high enough, but she threw it right to Sheaf. Maroney brings it up, flips it to the left to Paz. Paz back up to the left wing. 2 dribbles by Gillen, flips it all the way around now. Weiskopf turns down the 3, drives to the reverse, no good. And Sheaf does a great job to take that ball away from a Westhill player and then gets fouled. So Sheaf with super aggressive offensive rebounding there. Weiskopf went baseline, tried to go the reverse, and Sheaf came in and stole it from a Westhill player. Ridgefield ball underneath the Westhill basket. Weiskopf's going to inbounds. He's got Paz coming across to her left, to our right. Oh, Sheaf shoots down and he's going to go. They're going to call it on the ground on the pass before the shot. So it's going to be no shooting foul for Sheaf, but she's shooting anyway as it's 1-1. So Sheaf alertly knows she's going to the line. There's a player that's paying attention. She knew it's the 1-1. They called it on the ground, but she's going to the line anyway, and she's shooting 1. We're going to have a substitution here on the 1-1. Diorta's back in, takes out Teleska. So Sheaf on the front end of the 1-1. First one up and in. Gently off the front of the rim, hit the backboard and dropped in for good. So Paz is in the backcourt, ready to go. Gillen's at half court on defense. Weiskopf and Maroney ready to rebound. Sheaf at the line to shoot the second shot. 18-2 Tigers, 5:06 left to go in the half. Second one up, and that one's pure, bottom of the net. So Sheaf is good on both of them. Substitutions coming in. Harley Zinn's back in the game along with Kate Dowd. Anna Gillen checks out along with Kara Sheaf. Westhill inbounds, flips it over to Batista. Middle of the court, a couple of dribbles. Tigers are lining her up, and Paz takes it away. And then Weiskopf finishes the job and comes out with it. Weiskopf at the top of the key, between the legs, a couple of dribbles, looking for someone. Left hand. Oh, nice pass inside to Paz. Paz, a couple of spins in the paint, goes to the ground, and gets blocked. So Conti does a nice job staying with Paz and blocks the shot. It's going to be Ridgefield ball underneath. Weiskopf will inbound. Tigers lined up on the left side of the lane with Weiskopf in front of them. Zins tries to go to the corner. Paz shoots down to the block. No one's open, and we get a 5 count on Weiskopf. So Westhill does a nice job in guarding all the players there. Weiskopf had nowhere to go and has to eat it, and we get a turnover on the 5 count. Ball's inbounded, but we have a substitution, so they're going to reset. Weiskopf is out. Elizabeth Bonacore, number 20, back in. Schiavone at the top of the press. Zin's on the right-hand side, Paz on the left, Bonacore at the back of the diamond, and Kate Dowd in the backcourt standing at the top of the key waiting. And that's knocked out by Paz. Paz gets a hand on the pass. They have her in the right corner. Taken away by Paz. Comes up off the glass, no good. Hansen gets the rebound for Westhill. The Tigers just don't give up. They're all over this ball in the corner. Paz fouls Cepeda. So Paz fouls Cepeda in the backcourt. It's going to be the 1-and-1 though, so she fouls her 75 feet away from the basket, and now the Westhill Vikings will get a trip to the line. 4:35 left to go here in the half, and both teams in the bonus. So Cepeda shoot the front end of the 1-and-1. That one's up, and it's going to be long off the back rim. Maroney controls, passes it way up ahead. Nice job by Zins to control. She shoots it over to a flashing Dowd, and the ball's knocked out of bounds by a hustling Conti. So Conti gets back, knocks it out of Dowd's hands, and the Ridgefield Tigers are going to inbounds. Bonacore is going to inbound, right-hand side of the basket. Maroney flashes in front of the announcer. Bonacore flips it up to the top of the key to pass. The left-hand side, Zin's going to take a three. That hits the top of the backboard, still in bounds. A couple of bounces on the rim. Maroney's on the ground. Vikings control. So Cepeda comes out with it, looking for someone to pass it up to. No one's ahead. Everyone's covered. She's going to keep it herself up off the glass. That went high off the glass, no good. Controlled by Hansen. Hansen gets it up, no good. And that rebound is taken down by Maroney, and then she is fouled. Oh, jump ball. We're going to have a jump ball, and it's going to be Ridgefield ball. So nice job by Hansen and Conti tying up Maroney on the rebound, and they get a tie up for a jump ball. Ridgefield controls. So Maroney goes out, and McGarity comes back in. Bonacore inbounds to Paz. Paz bringing up the right-hand side. She's got Zins in front of her in the corner. She finds Zins. Zins in the corner. Flips it up top of the key to Dowd. Dowd, quick reversal to McGarity in the slot. Throws it inside. Little wild pass, but the Tigers get it. Dowd picks up a loose ball. Little escape dribble. Finds Paz in the paint. Really nice pass by Paz to a cutting Zins. And then taken away by Conti. And then Zins ties her up. So the Vikings have the arrow, and they control the ball on the jump ball. 19-2 here in the second, 3:45 left to go. Inbounded, Batista, back to Cepeda, finds Conti in the middle, and they clear it out to Duarte. Duarte gets it to the top of the key. Left-hand side of the court now to Batista. Batista covered by Zins. A nice give and go. Hansen gets inside deep, splits two Tigers and lays it in. Really nice job by Hansen for the bucket. 19-4 Tigers. McGarity's got it in left corner. Takes a look, brings it back up to the slot, swings it over to the right-hand slot, Bonacore. Bonacore to the right corner, Zins. Zins going to dribble it back up to the top of the key. She's in the right slot. Covered by Batista. Paz controls on the right wing. Flips it up to McGarity at the top of the key. McGarity finds Bonacore on the left-hand side. Zins flashes middle and catches it. And they get it back to Bonacore, thinks about it. Little fake and a dribble. And we're going to have a hold on Hansen. So Bonacore gave the shot fake dribble, and Hansen caught her on the dribble, and we're going to have a 1-and-1 here for Bonacore. So that's the first foul on Hansen, 8th foul on the team, and Bonacore is going to shoot the 1-and-1. 3 minutes left to go here in the half. First one's up for Bonacore, and that one's pure. So the lefty knocks it in and gives the Tigers a 20-4 lead. McGarity's going to come in to rebound along with Dowd. We have Zins at the logo and Paz in the backcourt. Second one up for Bonacore. That one's good. Good-looking shot by Elizabeth Bonacore, and she knocks them both down. And Coach Coloni's going to take a timeout here. So 21-4 with 3 minutes left to go. Tigers up in this one. Tigers have committed 7 fouls. The Vikings have 8. We have a 30-second timeout on the floor by the Tigers. And you got to think this Westhill team is just scratching their head here trying to figure out what to do. Tigers defense has just really been locked in right now and very active with hands and feet. And everywhere the Vikings look to go, there's a Tiger waiting for them. I think the play of the half so far is that drive by Hansen, splitting 2 Tigers and getting a layup off the glass. So they have a couple of points there, and I think the rest from the free throw line. So that's the only shot from the field was Hansen's layup, and the other 2 points came from free throws by the Vikings. So the referees are imploring them to get back on the floor. Vikings are going to inbound in their backcourt. Cepeda's going to inbound, and the Tigers stay in their pressure. All 5 Tigers here now. Looks like the Tigers have gone to a man-to-man press. They're out of their diamond in 1. Ball's coming into Batista, and she's swarmed. Paz comes away with it. Batista gets a hand on it, but Paz rips it away, finds Zins on the left-hand wing. Bonacore tries the baseline drive and is met there by Hansen. Hansen doing a nice job keeping her in there. and forces a bad pass out. That's going to be off of Deorta for off of Deorta. It's going to remain Ridgefield ball. Bonacore inbounds from the right in front of the Westhill bench into the backcourt to Paz. Paz dribbles across the logo, finds Bonacore on the left wing. Paz spins around, gives it to Bonacore. Bonacore looking, she's got Zins to her right in the slot, gets to McGarity. McGarity back to Zins. Zins in the right slot, looking for somebody, puts it on the ground, 2 dribbles with the right hand. Bonacore flips it back up to Paz. Paz over to McGarity. McGarity fakes the swing pass, skip pass to the corner. Bonacore does a nice job to get up and catch that high pass. Paz, a couple of rips, gets to the dribble, drives, up off the glass, no good, but Dowd is there to clean it up. She misses the putback. Really good job by McGarity getting in there and getting the rebound, and she gets fouled. So McGarity, just forcing the issue, gets fouled by Conti, and McGarity's going to go to the line. Excuse me. So Mia McGarity earns that trip to the line with an aggressive offensive rebound, took it out of the hands of Hansen, and she's going to the line. I'm sorry, Conti. She fought Conti for that one. So Conti's coming out. Conti with 2 fouls is going to sit, and we're going to bring in Katie Kame into the game, number 5. First one for the 1-on-1 from McGarity is good, bottom of the net. These Tigers are proven to be pretty accurate from the foul line tonight. McGarity knocks down her first. Rubio's coming into the game, he's going to take out Paz. So at half court we have Zins, and Rubio's going to be at 3/4 court. McGarity at the line with Dowd and Bonacore ready to rebound for the Tigers. Second one is up and off the front of the rim and rattles in for McGarity. So she's good on both from the line. Tigers back into their diamond press. Dowd upsets it from behind, does a great job to stay in bounds, and then steps out of bounds. As she towed that line as good as she could, but walking the tightrope over there, she just could not stay in bounds and turns it over. So the Tigers back into their man press here now, and they're trying to go long. They go over the top, over Dowd's head. They get it to Hansen, who beats Dowd in a foot race and then throws it away. So they went over the top, over Dowd. Hansen took off, controlled it, tried to get it back to Cepeda, and turned it over right in front of the scorer's table. Ball's coming in at the scorer's table. Bonacore is going to inbound. She's got Rubio in the backcourt, McGarity in the left wing, Zins in the left corner McGarity, right corner Zins, Dowd in the middle. Bonacore finds Zins, a nice rip and go by Zins. Little baseline jump shot, 2-pointer's good. Harley Zins with a nice 2-pointer off the dribble. Westhill player running the baseline, gets it in, throws it up ahead. That's an ill-advised pass, and Rubio takes it, puts it on the ground. She decides to just slice through the Westhill defense and makes the hardest layup of the 3 she's taken. So out of the 3 she took, she makes that one. Easily the hardest of the 3, and a really nice job by Rubio. Batista passes it up ahead, finds Kame. Batista for 3, in and out, no good. Controlled by Zins. She's clearing it to Rubio. Rubio getting pressure to the backcourt by Batista. Puts it on the ground and gets Batista to back off. Rubio brings it up the right-hand side. Batista doing a nice job of staying in front of her. Bonacore finds Zins. Zins swings it to McGarity, who lets a 2-pointer go. That one's long off the backboard, no good. Controlled by Cepeda and knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Cepeda's going to inbounds just to our right. Bonacore is going to cover her. Batista's in front of her, covered by Rubio. She finds Hansen again breaking down the court. She beats Sheaf this time. Hansen does a nice job to hold her stop there and tries to flip it over to Kame and turns it over. So Hansen's proven adept at getting open on these inbounds plays and getting down the court. Just turns it over at the end there. Rubio dribbles up, nice feed inside of McGarity, kicks it back out to Bonacore, 3, and that one's good. Great play. Rubio finds McGarity, who kicks it right back out to the opposite wing, and Bonacore knocks down the 3. 30-4 Tigers, 35 seconds left to go here in the half. All right, Cepeda inbounds. Batista's going to walk it across. 30 seconds left here to go in the half. In front of the Tigers bench, they get it into Kame. Kame flips it up to Cepeda. Cepeda dribbles to her right, tries to get downhill. Rubio is there. Back up to Cepeda. She's going to think about it. Takes a dribble. Ball's in the corner. Sheaf hits the ground. A 3 is let loose by Deorta. That one misses, and the Tigers control. 8 seconds left. Rubio flips over to Bonacore, up off the glass, and good. From the left side, Rubio finds Bonacore, and the time is going to run out here. Westhill gets a shot off, little desperation heave, and that's no good. So it's 32-4 Tigers here to end the first half. Really good action by the Tigers. The offense led by defense. Westhill did a good job of breaking the press, getting Hanson running the floor, just could not convert those, and the Tigers do what the Tigers do. Defensive pressure forces turnovers, and they just sped everybody up. All right, so we're going to take a break here at halftime. We will start the transmission again when the half is over. We will be back when halftime is over here from the Tigers gym. The teams have gone to the locker rooms. We have an 8-minute break, so we're going to kill the feed, and we'll come back when the half is over, and we'll bring the second half of this game in about 10 minutes.